Hi everyone, welcome back to Sticks and Stones Wood Carving. Today we're going to do a Viking drawing so you can carve a Viking wood spirit. And I made this guy out of cottonwood bark. He's a fun little character. So get your paper and pencil and we'll make a little pattern for him and you can try him out. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start by making a point right here. Alright, and we're going to take his eyes off of that. So we're going to come over, going to come up to here, we're going to come over because we're going to need a headband. And we're going to put his eyes right underneath that. Okay. So let's hook into this. Sorry, my hands are a little stiff this morning. Too many years of carving. Come down here, hook into that. And then I'm going to just come across, all the way across. And I have myself a start point for his headband, because what we're going to do is we're going to put buttons on this headband. You know, they're kind of like rivets. Okay, I'm just going to insinuate them in the pattern with circles. Alright, we're going to put another one like over here. And then we'll have one, you know, on the side over here. Okay, so he's got three little circles there, and on the inside we're going to put another circle. Okay, like so. Alright, now come up here and draw a line down till you touch. Same here, I'm going to draw a line down till we touch. And then right at the top here, we're just going to arch that over. This is going to be the top of his helmet. Now this guy has a helmet with no horns, and then we'll do one with horns, because I've had people ask me about making patterns with Vikings. A lot of Norsemen out there, and Scandinavian folks, and they love Viking culture, so we're going to do one with horns too, but a lot of them tell me when you carve them, they don't have horns. I've had people argue and say, hey, Vikings didn't have horns, you know, that were Scandinavian, so we're going to do one of each. Alright, so this guy's not going to have horns, he's just going to have a helmet. We're going to bring that down, we're going to touch. Okay, over here, I'm going to bring this down, and we're going to touch here. Alright, that's pretty much what we're going to do for his helmet that he's going to be wearing. I'm going to put another rivet here. Okay, and this is going to be a grumpy little Viking. He's a stand-up one. I just made him on a flat piece of wood, cottonwood. It was just cut flat on the bottom so he stood up. Okay, now let's go to where we want to put his eyes. And we're just going to draw a circle over about here. Right, start another point, and we'll draw another half circle and just bring it right up into his hat like that. Okay, and then we're just going to give him a pupil right here, and then over here the same thing, you know, just give him a little pupil. We'll color those in so we can see them on the pattern. If you guys are liking these drawing videos, definitely leave me a comment. I don't want to lose subscribers because we're doing so much drawing, but this is the one thing we have not covered on the channel all these years, and it really is the biggest problem with everybody, is trying to come up with stuff to make. So I'm trying my best to make everybody happy. We're going to get back to carving soon, but it's a good rest for my arm while I have tendonitis. I've had that for a while over the winter, so I don't know how my carving's going to be for a while. So I might as well make patterns and keep putting content on for you guys. So let me know, and if you do have requests for any of these videos, you want to see something that you need a pattern or an idea, or, you know, a picture of that you want to carve. We'll do animals, we'll do whatever you want. Okay, it's fun for me, so you'll get a lot of content anyway. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe if you've never been here. Welcome. Alright, we're going to come down about down to here, I guess, right? And we're going to draw a nice big fat nose. we're going to hook a line like that. We're going to come over here to the other side, about here, and we're going to do the same thing, and just like that. Right? I'm going to give him those nostril flares. Right? Now let's connect that. We'll come down, come up, and over like that. We're going to give him two little nostrils, one here and this one right here. We're just going to connect that line. Okay, we can color those in if you want. I like this little guy. He's a really neat little carving. We're going to give him some eye bags, right, and some wrinkles. Just make a couple of lines like that. Okay, over here you can give him some crow's feet. This is all the stuff that makes your drawings and your carvings pop. You know, just those little details here and there. Right, we colored the rivets in and stuff like that. But let's continue on. Let's come up and make his face a starting point. Let's see, I don't want him too skinny in the face, especially since I already put wrinkles in. So I'm gonna have to widen him here a little bit, wider than what I was gonna do. But we're gonna bring this down like this, okay, and then we're gonna make some jagged lines, because we're gonna go all the way down to about as big as we're gonna make them almost. All right, just like that. Come over here on this side, do the same thing. Make a couple of lines, some points here and there, to give us an idea of where we want to finish him off. And on the bottom here, I'm just gonna do this, insinuate the bottom. Right, so we have a bottom point, and that's where I know I can stay on my paper and stay in the camera. Alright, I'm coming back up to here. Forget about these detail lines for a minute, because I'm going to make his face a little smaller. I'm going to do that. Okay, and this right here will just be hair, instead of those detail lines for his crow's feet. So we'll do that. Same with over here. Let's come up to about here, and come down, and then give him hair here. Okay, good. Now we can put our little crow's feet here, you know, not so far out as we had it before. Alright, let's come over here, right where the nose is, and give him a mustache. We're going to follow that line down, bring it over, and up, right about there. Let's grab that on the other side. Start about here, alright, come down, and I'm just going to bring it right to where that is. This point here, we're going to make that part of his mustache, alright. We're going to bring it up to about there, and touch it in the middle. Okay, now again we can give him all his lines later. Let's work on a little bit of a mouth form. So what I'm going to do is kind of curve his mouth so he looks like he's snarling a little. Okay, and then we're just going to draw a couple of lines right in the middle. Doesn't take many. If you watch the walking stick video, you'll notice that doesn't take much. A couple of V-tool marks to insinuate teeth. Okay, so now he's grumpy. Okay, let's give him a bottom lip. And now we'll just add some basic detail lines. We can give him hair wherever we want, you know. So I'm just going to make some S-shaped lazy S's, you know. You don't really have to go too crazy with it to insinuate the hair. Okay, might do some stuff like that. Over in here, his face is gonna gets separated from his beard right here. Okay, and on this side right here we can do the same, just with a little line like that, and make hair. Okay, just some lines for hair. Now we're just going to give him his mustache, give him some lines for that. Try and make the lines go opposite directions when you're doing hairlines. I just kind of fill it in, and I can attach his lip here. Right? And then I'll darken the mustache in so I don't lose it amongst all the detail lines. Starting to look pretty much like a Viking. It goes to show you how quickly and easily you can make these faces. I'm just going around darkening in the lines now. The inside of his face here, you know, to show where I want my shadows and to make the pattern pop a little more. And it doesn't take much to come up with some neat characters to carve, or just draw. You know, but the more you draw these guys, the better you get at carving them. You really do. So I really enjoy sketching my ideas on paper first, and I recommend it, and that's what these videos are for. Okay, and it gives you an idea how to do. You could always just get a little lumber crayon, walk up to a log, put a big face like this on it, and just go nuts. You know, start carving. Right? When we get into chainsaw carving, I usually do that a lot, and summer's just about here. I'm going to color these in. Okay, he's all colored in, and that's it. That's how simple it is to make that little guy. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Go carve him. I'll show you the picture at the end of the video. You saw it at the beginning, and I will see you in the next video.